It is March Eve, unto E, and my balls are itching right this very moment. I need to put more
poor
cream
baby.
on my balls. There wasn't enough time to put it on before he left. I had to put cream on my balls. And that's a good way to start the video. Making a drive meeting. You're going to John Boy's in Marietta?
Yes, that's correct.
The sun wasn't in my eyes.
Yeah, we're going to have our well-deserved feast because it's an all-you-can-eat buffet.
I was a little disappointed in the place last night, though.
Yeah, and usually they're very good. Well, I thought they were good. I guess you didn't get as much good chicken, you know.
The yucky pieces.
Yeah, this place has fried chicken, too, so hopefully you'll get all good pieces.
I hope so. Does it have wings?
I think they have, I don't know, every whatever fried chicken.
Do they have chicken tits?
I think they do.
Well, that makes it a lot better.
Oh, okay. Do you like meatloaf? They're going to have that.
Yeah, meatloaf. If it's made good. My mother made meatloaf and it was horrible.
Why? What was wrong with hers?
I don't know. It tasted awful.
I always hated when anyone put green peppers in their meatloaf. Ew.
So, let's see, what should we get? I don't know if you ever heard of that old folks home joke.
No, I don't think I did, so please tell us.
Do tell.
You probably heard it in the Ottas and you probably forgot.
Well, that was a long time ago.
Well, these three people were sitting around in the old folks home, and one guy says to the other guy, you know, every morning I could take a healthy piss, but I wish I could take a healthy shit.
Oh, I think I do remember this, but go on.
And then the other guy says, well, every morning I take a healthy shit, but I wish I could take a healthy piss. And then the other guy says, every morning at 8:15 I take a healthy shit, and at 8:15 he says I take a healthy piss, and at 8:30 I take a healthy shit. I just wish I could wake up before 9 o'clock.
Oh!
Do you remember
that was a good one.
Do you remember that one?
Yeah, actually I do.
That was a good one.
That
I gotta
was
give
very
you credit.
good. Excellent. Thank you.
What? There's a Marta thing with seems like it's electronic shit. What is that? It almost looks like a New World Order Big Brother surveillance something.
No, that reads on it Atlanta Gaslight. I guess it's some sort of gas box.
That's what you are, dear.
When I want your opinion, I'll ask you for it.
Yeah, right.
Or worse, or better yet, I'll give it to you.
Yeah. Pig.
Blob.
Well, I'm glad.
Scumbag.
I'm glad we were able to watch that driving video.
Yeah. You said some interesting things.
Yeah, I still can't get over. Well, it was the last time I talked to my mother, and she was a fucking bitch.
Yeah, she sure was.
Things didn't end very good.
No. You probably feel like, in a way, you have unfinished business with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
That was pretty fucking stupid of her to act that way.
Yeah. Well, all right, but and to her, in her defense, I'm sure she didn't know would be the last time she talked to you.
But she, I get declined a credit card on December Orton. I was an on 10 another day of living infamy. I was upset. I called my mother. She handled the situation by being a fucking bitch. And when the credit card was declined, when I got into the parking lot, I had a rampage.
Oh, last night, you know, it's funny. I had a dream that I was at the grocery store paying with my credit card and it was declined. So the cashier put it through again, and the second time it worked. That does happen.
And then my mother then went on to say I always acted like a brat.
Well, remember, she hit the jackpot with you.
And then Then she had to bring up X fucking years ago when I had the rampage in our backyard because I looked at the thermometer and saw the temperature was on the 5 degrees. Here's something I don't think I told you. Now you do know about the fucking self-righteous fucking piece of shit who walked in our backyard while I was having my rampage.
Oh yeah.
And he said there's children in this neighborhood.
Oh yeah. Oh please, these children hear worse in school.
Well, I brought up I told my mother that guy's a snowflake and an asshole. And you know how my mother handled what she said?
She went apeshit.
She said, no, I'm the asshole. So to top it all off, she called me an asshole.
She cursed at you.
Yes.
But you can't curse at her. I know.
No.
Just think, if you had children, you could curse at them.
I don't want to go through that fucking bullshit. It's a complicated, unpredictable...
It's a crapshoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the best way I know how to put it. You don't know what you're going to get.
And if you get something you can't stand, there's nothing you can do about it.
That's right.
So,
I hate when you're child-free and someone tells you, it's different when it's your own. Do you know how many parents regretted having kids? Oh, that looks like a prostitute.
Yeah, but you'd never tell your child you regret having them.
Oh, my mother's told me worse.
my mother said shit like that.
Yeah.
There was a time...
My mother said repeatedly that I should have been born dead.
There was a time when I told my mother it was the shopping center in mediocre shitville, and I said that I dropped in the shopping center.
What did she say?
She said if she knew that I turned out to be the way I did, she said she would have had an abortion.
Oh God.
So the one out of the million people who should not have been aborted, she talks about the person who should not have been aborted.
Right. Well, you know, unfortunately, when my mother used to tell me I should have been born dead, that when I was little and too young to think of a clever rejoinder. Now, I would say, you mean you would have been willing to go through 9 months of pregnancy and puking your guts up and having hemorrhoids, and then have the baby come out dead? Oh, that's real smart.
Which reminds me of that fucking cunt who took the cat away from me, and my mother happened to call just 10 minutes after I found out about that. And
please tell me you didn't tell your mother about that.
I told you, I told you about 10 times about this.
Oh, that's right, yeah. And she was unsupportive.
I can't even tell you everything I say because I can't say it on YouTube.
Oh.
It's something that deserves to happen to her.
Oh.
As for the thing in the B word in the shopping center that I wanted to drop, I had no intentions of doing that.
Yeah.
I have to put that on YouTube.
Right.
I won't do anything like that. That was oh God, it's on fucking years ago. So I can't do something that I did do on years ago. I have no intentions of doing that.
Yeah.
The B word. And I wasn't going to do it myself either.
Yeah, I
said someone else should have dropped the B word on that shopping center.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. Yes, I know exactly what you're saying.
Because I don't want to be accused of being the T word person.
Oh, yeah.
You know what the T word is.
I know what the T word is.
But let's see, what was that? Oh, so I did tell you about the fucking cunt. I told my mother about the fucking cunt that took the cat away from me. I did mention to my mother what deserves to happen to her.
Yes,
I'm not going to say
remember
what
now.
it is. And my mother, but I said she was a fucking cunt, and my mother said I should let it go.
You feel the way you feel.
But then my brother brings up something that happened X fucking years ago that upset her, and she wouldn't let that go. So she won't let go of something that happened X fucking years ago.
Well,
so how the fuck am I supposed to let go of something that happened in minutes?
The rules are different for you and her. It's a double standard.
I wouldn't say she wasn't sincere, but it was short-lived when she treated me nice and said nice things to me.
Yeah, that's too bad. It should have been all the time or more often. Anyway. Mothers are supposed to be nurturing.
So my gut feeling, I never told you this, she's going to face several hundred years of punishment for the way she treated me.
Do you think your mother was...
However, if she left me in her will, it'll be a lot less severe and a lot more pleasant.
Yeah.
So it's important. I hope she left me in her will.
Yeah, you still never found out, huh?
No. If my brother's paying the shit happens bills, but I hope that don't run out.
How could you find out if she left you anything?
I'm afraid to ask my brother.
Well, maybe that's the only way you'll know.
I think it's because I can't get certain health insurance or all that other shit. If I have too much in assets, so that's why he's holding on to it. That's what my guess is.
Well, you won't know unless you ask him.
I'm afraid to ask him. And I haven't talked to my brother now in a few months. I think since before Christmas.
All right, well, call him and, first butter him up, ask how he's doing, how his life is going, and all that. That's how you do it. And then go for the big guns. Ask him about the inheritance. But butter him up first.
Well, last time I was here, I called my brother and he didn't return the call.
Oh, try again?
But no, I texted him long since then. I said it was just before Christmas. It wasn't that.
And you hadn't heard anything?
Well, we were going back and forth, yeah.
Oh.
In fact, my brother said Qatar is a shithole country. And he said that South Florida's a shithole place.
Yeah.
But he asked me, what's a bigger place, South Florida or Qatar?
Qatar?
Yeah.
What? Qatar, I think.
That's where they had the, what was it, the World Cup?
Oh, I don't pay attention to sports.
Well, gay and lesbian people weren't allowed to have a rainbow flag because it's a fascist shithole religious country. An authoritarian religion. I don't like any religion that's authoritarian.
Well, in every religion you get fundamentalists. They're the ones that are like that.
Which is what most of the Republicans now are nothing more than the American Taliban.
Yeah, and as far as fundamentalism in religion, those people take the fun out of fundamentalism.
Well, I don't get that.
Oh, no. It's a pun, a play on words.
There is no fun in fundamentalism.
That's my point.
I fucking hate it.
That's my point.
But I actually told my brother, this is the last time I heard from him though, I told my brother that I would say Qatar is probably a bigger shithole than South Florida. There's not very many places you can say that about that are worse than Florida.
You'd be surprised. Probably a lot of places around the world, most likely.
Oh, it's time to stop this and make a part.
Or